Now that I have MAMP installed on my computer, now I need to install WordPress. So you go to wordpress.org, and this is where you can find WordPress. So let's click on Get WordPress, you download it, and hooray! We have loaded or downloaded WordPress. Before, however, we get this up and running, there's something that we need to do. You should have your MAMP running, and I do, and this page should be up and running. So this is in my local host, and so anything I set up from this page will set up on my computer. And I need to set up my database first. So there's different places you can go. You can go down here and look at MySQL. It opens this little thing and gives you the information that you need. And PHP MyAdmin is what you want. You can also get to it, I believe, up here. Yeah, PHP MyAdmin. So I'll click on that and it opens this up. And this is a really, really powerful tool for seeing, and if you know what you're doing, manipulating your database and learning a whole lot about the way WordPress works. We'll dig into this more in later videos, but this is a really, really helpful database tool that's going to, we'll rely on it really heavily. So we'll click on databases. Now you see here the databases, and we are going to create a new database. So I just want to call it dev DB, and I am going to create it. And at this point, that database is completely empty. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to come to my Finder, and this is the folder where I told MAMP to find my my websites. So I'm actually in this freelance projects, my websites. You can see that here, my websites. Actually, you can see it here, freelance projects, my websites. All right, so there's always this index.php file. You can ignore that for now, but I am going to bring, that's not what I want. I am going to well, let's just do it this way. I'm going to go to my downloads, I'm going to come and I'm going to bring this into my websites and bring it here. It's zipped. I'm going to unzip it. And now you can get rid of the zip file, and because the whole thing is extracted right here. And I'm going to change that because I don't want my little website to be called WordPress. I'm going to call it Dev for development. All right. So that's all I need to do right here. But what I'm going to do now is go to http localhost/dev. Dev being where I just put WordPress, and here we go. This is the famous, what they call the famous 5-minute install. Choose your favorite language. All right, welcome to WordPress. Before getting started, we need some information on the database. All right, so let's go. Our our database name, remember what we named it? It was dev_db. Username, you should put root password root localhost, and table prefix. You can do whatever you want. It's very common just to leave it in the default, but I've seen it other ways too. But just for now, we'll just leave the default. So all of the tables that we're going to put into this database, there are no tables, see, no tables found, will have a prefix WP underscore. You'll see that when we create it. All right, so now we're ready to go. And you've made it through this part of the installation. WordPress can now communicate with your database. If you are ready, time now to run the installation. All right. Let's call this one Hink Dev. My admin username, I'll just do jhink. Sure, I'll use this password that's strong, and I'm going to put it into a little note here. Okay. My email address, I will go ahead and just put my main development email. And I don't want to discourage search engines from indexing the site. They won't, of course, because this is local host. No search engine is going to see this. But generally speaking, if you're setting up a website from scratch, you do want search engines to be able to find it generally. All right, so we're going to install WordPress. Oh, and I can save my password here. And I get to log in. And here we go. Going to log in, and guess what? I have WordPress installed. Now when we come back here to localhost, let's just refresh this, and here you will see we have all our tables. And in future videos we'll talk more about the standard video or standard tables that WordPress has, but this is all of them, 12 tables. You've got your users, your user meta, your posts and your post meta, your terms and your term meta, and these are all very helpful in getting WordPress running properly. Okay, you can also see that WordPress comes with a post, so let's look at our website. I'll open this in a new tab, and we have a very, very basic website running from my local environment, and this is the website. All right, here's the database, and if you want to see, I'll just give you a sneak peek. In posts, you can see that we have a post entitled Hello World right here. And there we go. And so that's all right here in the database. So there you have it. That's how you install WordPress on your local development environment.